Hey everyone, thank you for stopping by Living to Do's review of Winning Time Season 2, Episode 6 called Beat LA. Before I get started with the review, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it, and I thank you in advance. So let's get started with number 6. Well, it was interesting. It wasn't as good as episode 5, but it was okay. It took a little deeper dive into some of their personal lives, which I'm interested in. They start off showing us that the Lakers won the 1982 championship, the NBA championship, and they just started it off with pretty much a little bit of clips, and they just told us about it. We didn't go in detail in any way that they won that championship. It was like they wanted to overlook it altogether. And then the following year, they went back to the championships and they got swept. In 4 games, they were swept. They lost. Of course, they're sour about it. And I think they just thought they were going to win, that they could just walk in and take it. And it wasn't that easy. And the GM, West, is now the GM. And he thinks changes need to be made to the roster. He's in talks with Bill is still there, but he has suffered with some type of throat issue. And so now West is the GM. And, it's a business for Bus, of course, and he needs to get the right people on the team so they can continue to win and dominate. What Pat Riley is thinking is the team is not hungry to win. He's trying to motivate them to dig deeper and fight back. I don't know if it's the inflated contracts or what, or just, people can't stay on top forever. But he's not seeing, he thinks they want to play, they're in it, but they're just not hungry enough like they were when they first got together and won the first championship. Kareem, he wants to be traded. He had asked to be traded for a while, and he didn't do good in the playoffs. And there's no offers coming in per his agent. And maybe if he had one or done better, that they might see an offer. His agent that he's talking to is played by Jay Moore. Interesting enough, Jay Moore just recently got married to Jenny Buss in real life, like a week or two ago. I don't know, real recently. Jay's pointing out about Magic's personality. He's not really a people person. People are not really, he doesn't think people are really connecting to him because he's kind of sour. He just seems, he's too serious maybe. And he wants him to do work in that area, to be out there more, engaged more, and maybe, people will, open up to him and maybe doors will open for him. They do shoot a scene with Cookie. Cookie and Magic are talking, and she's coming to San Diego, California for a work conference, and Magic's in LA, and I think he's at the training camp or preseason or something, and he wants her to drive up to LA to see him. She's like, what? You come, I'm not going to, you want me to come see you? She's working, so she says no. But he surprises her, which is interesting. She's working at a conference trying to pitch some fashion things to 3 guys. And they're not interested. They're 3 white guys, and they tell her that, they're not really looking for the urban feel. And she's not really, I think she's not trying to concentrate on just urban things in her fashion, but they don't see it for her. I think they just see a black lady and think urban and not really giving her a chance. And they're pretty much cutting her off. And then Magic steps in the scene. And when they realize that that's her boyfriend, oh, they're now interested in her. They're shaking hands, making deals just because he was there. What I didn't like was, this is a woman who worked hard. She went to college. She's working on her career. And you just walk in here like she's not working. Like you don't respect what she does. Though it did pay off that he came and they liked him, but on the other hand, I guess given the times though, she was just overlooked. Nothing she said they were listening to until he stepped in the room, which is sad. But he did ask her to marry him. So that was early on. I think we said, 82, 83 we're at now? I think they got married. I thought they got married in the 90s, but I'm not sure. Um, so something must have happened. Okay, so we cut to Jerry Buss. He is him and his wife, Honey, are talking, and it's discovered that she's mad because Jerry never divorced his first wife, so he's not really married to Honey in the first place. And he knew it. That is so wild. He just let a marriage happen. That woman was so mad, she stormed out of that house. Yeah, you just messing with people's lives. What gives you the right? Okay, so we're back with Bus and Riley and Bill, and Bus is the GM, and he is looking for, changing the team, and he's checking out a guy, Byron Scott. Byron Scott is being looked at. It looks like he's getting him a trade for Nixon. Nixon's going to be going to the Clippers, and they show that Donald Sterling, that guy, and what all he's famous for, was the owner of the Clippers, and they were in San Diego, and Norm will be headed there. It was interesting how Wes talks about the Clippers, that they're the poor man's Lakers. And that's true. The Lakers and the Clippers played at the Staples Center at the same time. And for many years, I forgot they were an LA team until Chris Paul came and everything changed. Okay, so back to this. All right, so West tells Magic about the trade. I guess he's trying to soften the blow and get the other players, the remaining players, to be on board with this. And he talks to Magic. I thought he wanted to, it sounded at first that he wanted Magic to do his dirty deed by telling Norm, but I'm not sure who actually told Norm, if it was Magic. I don't know how you would make a team player do that. That's definitely front office work. But Magic's on board if it means that the team will win. So, before that happens, Norm, we see, meets his future wife, Debbie Allen. And they're dancing on the floor. She's known as a dancer. And they were dancing on the floor. And all the guys were looking at her on the team, the Laker team, and gawking at her. I see you, Michael Cooper. Anyway, he gets the word that he's going to be traded, and he's talking to Debbie on the set of Fame, the TV show that she starred in back in the 80s, and he was out there telling her that he's going to be traded. It was really sad because he was being traded on his birthday. My God, can you get colder? So he's getting traded to the Lakers on his birthday. But he reflects on making the team with Debbie, and apparently he was so excited to make the Laker team if he was going to play with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I never really saw too many scenes with them together. I don't know how close they were. So they have a party for Magic at the Forum, and everybody's out, and Norm is in good spirits. He comes in, they're taking drinks. Debbie's at the party as well. Then West comes to the party to say goodbye. And Norm looks him dead in his eyes, and he knows that West didn't like him, and he knows it was his doing. And when West came to say goodbye, he kind of had a smile on his face, trying to do the right thing and see the man off. But that little friendly smile turned to, huh? Like he was being... Norm didn't take no crap from nobody. He called it like he saw it, and that's what he saw. I like that about Norm. Norm told the whole team that when he gets to the Clippers, when they meet up, he's going to beat them, and that's what he did. So they showed it that way. He just annihilated that team. And the announcer says, on a rare victory, the Clippers beat the Lakers. That was just a get back from Norm. So, they cut to a scene where Kareem, his house burns down. I guess it burns down in real life. His partner and his child were in the house at the time, and also his rare record collection that he kept. Of course, that's sad to see your house go up in flames. So he's down about that. Of course, he comes to work back to the forum, and the fans are there to greet him. And he has his headphones on, and he's trying to walk through the crowd, not trying to acknowledge them at all. And then a kid catches his eye, and he holds up an album cover to him. I guess it was a rare collection, and that stops Magic. And he looks around, and people are trying to hand him albums hopefully of the ones that he lost in the fire, and he really felt the love from the people that I guess he never felt before. He was really touched by that. So he goes into the locker room and he meets with the guys and Pat Riley, and he wants to talk to them. They're all telling him, "You don't have to be here. Your house just burned down. Go home." He goes, "No, I need to be here. I want to be here. This is where I should be." And he wants to talk to them because he realizes that the fans feel what he feels when they're happy. When they win, they make them happy, the fans happy. And when they're going through something, the fans seem to go through that same something with them. And so he wants to give back to the fans. He's inspired to do his best. He's challenging all his teammates to do their best to make the city happy, the team happy, the fans happy. So he wants them to play hard each and every game. And they begin to do that. They're showing them playing up into the playoffs. And at some point during this time, Magic makes the highest scorer in the NBA with 31,421 points. He is the highest scorer. That's something to be proud of. So they make the 1984 playoffs. They pretty much left it there. And they show back and forth the the Celtics playing in their conference, and then the Lakers playing in the Western Conference, and they're both winning, and they're going to meet up in the 1984 playoffs, actually NBA championship games. It looks like the finale, season 7 next week, will be about the 1984 championship series. So we'll wait for that. It looks like they have not met up in the last 15 years, these two teams at this point. So this episode was good. It wasn't great like the last one, but it was good. I like delving into their personal lives a little bit more, seeing how Norm kind of met Debbie Allen, the proposal that Magic did to Cookie, the Norm Nixon trade, Kareem's house burning down. A lot happened, I guess, in this little time period, if it's told the same way that it actually happened. But it was good. I can't wait for the finale. I hope it is as good as episode 5. But that is it for now. Thank you for staying with me to the end. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And I thank you in advance. But I gotta go because I got living to do. Bye.